During the last 6 months, I've been on the greatest fitness journey of my life, and the one piece of tech that has kept me motivated to work out and has also turned into my favorite is the Apple Watch. And it might just turn into your favorite piece of tech too.
Now, the idea of smartwatches isn't anything new. In fact, when Apple released its first Apple Watch in 2015, big competitors in the space such as Samsung and Pebble Technology started to dabble into it in 2013 with the release of the Galaxy Gear and the Pebble. During that time, smartwatches were seen as luxury devices that lacked the advanced fitness functions of products such as a Garmin. Plus, the thought of having a screen on your wrist freaked people out, myself included. But what has made the Apple Watch so special is not the design, but the rings. These damn rings have people in the fitness community hooked. These rings were introduced during the first Apple Watch, and each ring is dedicated to a specific category. Red equals calories burned, blue equals standing goal, and green equals your total workout time. Now, throughout the day, the goal is to fill up your rings by working out, and each time you fill up a ring, you get a reward. Now, this system alone could have easily sold many people on the Apple Watch, but what makes it even better is that you can challenge your friends in completing your rings. It plays right into the community aspect of habit building. By having this community around you that's trying to close the rings, you are more motivated to keep wearing your watch.
So it's no surprise that since 2015, the Apple Watch has become one of Apple's best-selling and most popular products. In 2015, they only managed to sell 10 million units of their first generation watch, but during the first 9 months of 2023, they sold 26.7 million smartwatches. I mentioned earlier that the fitness functions of an Apple Watch fail to compare to dedicated fitness trackers like the Garmin. While this still holds true to this day, Apple has slowly been able to close the gap between those dedicated fitness trackers. With the Health app, you can pretty much track almost all your health functions. Things such as sleep, heart rate, medication alerts, your menstrual cycle, daily steps, workouts, blood oxygen levels, fall detection, and so much more. These are just a few functions that the Apple Watch does track, and if you look at the Ultra lineup, you're getting even more robust features such as dive functionality and dual frequency GPS. Now, I touched on the importance of the rings earlier in the video, but the bigger reason the Apple Watch has been a hit for me and so many others is the idea of being able to gamify your life. If you've ever played an RPG game, you know that when you start out, your character has no stats. But the more you play the game, the more experience points you get in order to upgrade your character. Keep upgrading your character, then you can start taking down those monsters and dragons that you couldn't at the start of the game. Now, in real life, we're not slaying monsters or dragons, but closing those rings serves as the same motivating factor. So by wearing an Apple Watch, you are turning yourself into an RPG character, and you're getting the constant feedback loop of leveling up by filling up your rings. Fill enough rings throughout a week or a month, and you get special medals that you can show off on your account. These are all features meant to keep you wearing the watch all the time. Now, having access to all these features isn't all sunshine and rainbows. In 2018, The Verge detailed some of the side effects that have come up from the idea of gamifying your fitness from the Apple Watch.
In the article, one of the downsides of Apple's activity tracker is that it sets a minimum of what you should be doing every day. But what the watch doesn't account for are rest days. We all know that rest days are crucial to recovery and getting your body set for the next day of workouts. But when you're wearing your watch and it's constantly pinging you that your move goal is low, it can be quite demoralizing and makes you feel like you're not doing enough. This wasn't the only problem. The obsession with wanting to close your rings has led people to find ways to cheat the tracker so they can continue to fill up their rings even when they're watching movies on their couch. That seems counterproductive to the whole fitness idea that Apple is trying to promote.
But I think the worst problem is when you're working out and you don't have your Apple Watch on you. It can actually make the idea of working out feel completely worthless. I recently discovered this problem when I went to go play soccer with my friends and I forgot my Apple Watch. This made the game feel not as fun because the days I play soccer are the days I usually burn the most calories, so it's nice to have my Apple Watch on to track that. Without my watch on, it felt like a lost workout that I couldn't show off on social media. Now, I personally try to negate these feelings by realizing that the Apple Watch isn't the be-all end-all when it comes to fitness. All these numbers and rings are here to show you your progress, and progress is never linear. You're always gonna have highs and lows.
This is ridiculous. I feel like there's like a feeling I'm gonna throw up, but...
Now, when it comes to tracking my workouts, all my workouts are logged using the fitness app on the Apple Watch. But I also use the app Strava to track my runs. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to sync your Apple Watch progress onto Strava. Now, you wanna open the app Strava, go to You, hit the gear icon, if I can tap it, connect app or device, and you will find all the devices that Strava has eligible. You wanna hit Apple Watch, and it will take you through the setup screen, so you can hit Get Started. It'll set up your checklist. You just follow the instructions that it has already laid out for you. I've already set up my Apple Watch, so since it's set up, everything is all good to go. You hit finish, your Apple Watch is now complete. You hit X, And now for me, since I already have it connected, you have manage apps and devices. So you can make sure you set up and connect the health app onto Strava and then your Apple Watch. And by doing that, every time you finish a workout on the fitness app, on the fitness tracker, it will show up on Strava. So if I just go to my progress and activities, as you can see, every time I finish a workout, all of my workouts are now logged on here. Now, I've personally been using an Apple Watch Series 7 since 2021, and this was the first ever smartwatch I purchased. When I got it, I didn't see an immediate value prop with owning it, and it wasn't until I started taking my fitness more seriously that I saw the true value of owning an Apple Watch. I personally think that filling up your rings and looking at the daily log of your workouts is quite motivating and quite refreshing to look back on. And I realize that the Apple Watch isn't for everyone, especially if you don't own Apple products. And there's still going to be people out there that are going to prefer using the Garmin or a mechanical watch. But if you've been on the fence about owning an Apple Watch, I really do think you can gain a lot of value with owning one. Thanks for watching. With love and respect, Yash.